Oh, guys, it's been a while. Been a while since I streamed. The last time I streamed was probably 7 days ago, 6 days ago, August 30th. Now the reason is because, to be honest, I didn't really have much to kind of stream. I didn't want to do my dailies on stream. That'd be kind of boring, and there wasn't really much that I was kind of doing at the moment. Okay, well, what I mean is there wasn't any planned goals. So on my days that I didn't stream, the past 5-6 days, I'm still doing a third restart on the side here. A trash game that I spent $3,000 on, probably 3,100. Yeah, but pretty much back to what I was saying. I took pretty much 6 days off. To be honest, on my days off, I went back to my anime catch-up, rewatching animes that I missed out. I think on my last stream, I showed some of the animes that I've been watching, and then ever since that last stream till now, I watched even more. Yeah, so I kind of got caught up with watching or following up on animes that was on my bucket list that I missed out on. Just for the past like a couple of years, right? The ones that kind of came out that I missed. Yeah, because there was just so many to kind of go through. So that was one of the things I did on my off streams, right? That my streams that I did, the days I didn't stream. Now another thing I did too was pretty much there wasn't really much going on, right? For Gacha. Well, there was stuff that went on, but it wasn't enough to kind of like talk about or so, in my opinion, right? Because I'm like, in the end, I'm more of a, when it's close to release, we'll talk about it. When there's information about it or stuff like that, I'll put my opinion on it. At the moment, to be honest, in my opinion, there's like nothing. Even right now, Wuthering Waves, in my opinion, I am slowly drifting away from Wuthering Waves. Shocker. Now the reason is because, well, number one, the last 3 characters, Augusta, Falova, Lupo. Yeah, those 3 I played Lupo a little bit more, but those 3 I have not been having a fun time playing them. Actually, the past 2, Augusta and Falova, I barely played them. Now the reason is because I can't complete their stupid set. Now the thing is, well, I guess I got a little bit overboard there. What I mean is, I don't like the 3 set compared to the 5 set. The reason is because the 3 set feels, well, the extra 2 slots that's missing, like, it feels like we're missing out on stuff. Like, I'm missing out on like another bonus or whatever. Now, granted, 3 is better than 5, but the thing was, I feel like the set's not complete. Now, some people might like it, some people might not. I am one who don't really like the 3 set. 3 set is faster, but at the same time, in order to get the 3 set, they're kind of like spawned location that's a timer, so you can only farm them like once a day. You can only collect like what, I think like 18 echoes a day. So every reset, pretty much every single day, you gotta at least do it to kind of collect these echoes, compared to the 5 set where you can just, I don't know, go out in the overworld and just farm them, and then if you run out, you can just, I don't know, hop into another overworld or do something, right? Now the thing, okay, so pretty much what I'm saying is, what bothers me about the 3 set is that it doesn't feel like it's a complete set. Because if you don't use 2 echoes that are not included with a 3 set, then you lose stats. If you do use any other 2, those 2 are worthless other than their substats and main stat, right? Now the thing is, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Right? You can switch these extra 2 to someone else if you want, right? But to me, I'm more of a like set focus. Like, another way of saying is, I'm not really a person. Actually, to be honest, have I even used the artifact? No, well, it's an artifact. The Echo loadout system. I'm not. I'm not really an Echo loader, artifact loader, whatever type of system loader, right? Like, I'm not really a fan of that. I'm just more like, if I get these equipments or these echoes on one character, they're on one character, and that's pretty much it. If I need to farm for another set of the same, like of that same set, like I'll do it, because that's just how I am. Now other people are different, so yeah, other people are different, so you know, for each their own, right? However they want to play it, they play. That's just how I am. So another way of saying it too is, I am one of the people who is against the Genshin Impact artifact system, or artifact load system, right? Granted, it's garbage anyway, but to even put it in there is more shameful than, well, yeah, it's worse having it than not having it, in my opinion. But back to what I was saying, I don't like the the 3 pair compared to the 5 pair, right? For the boost. And also the spawn, like every day you can only spawn like they only spawn like once a day, the whole group. Granted, they're all together, so you don't have to go out in the overworld and, you know, do your little searches. But overall, in my opinion, because I can't say for sure, the overworld, I feel like, but I have not experienced it myself, I feel like the overworld gives you more chances of dropping more echoes compared to like a single spot where they just all spawn there, right? Or whatever amount number spawn there, in my opinion. So I'm more of a hater of the 3 versus 5 echo, even if the other 2 echo can be like swapped around or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just not really my type of style. That's just me. So it's kind of falling, like one of the ways is kind of like drifting away from me there. Also, another thing too is, well, that's just only the echoes. Playing the characters, right? I didn't really mention too much about it, but pretty much, well, the reason why I was complaining about the echoes is because I can't really find a good match of echoes for the character, which means playing the character is gonna suck because they don't do damage. They don't do enough damage, in my opinion, and they don't really feel complete because I'm still complaining about the stupid 3 set, right? But yeah, they don't really feel complete. So like what? When I have, let's just use Falova for example. I have Falova for the longest. I got 3 copies of Falova. I have not unlocked her two copies. In her, well, pretty much I haven't unlocked C2, even though I have C2. I didn't even unlock C1. I still have it there. The reason is because I don't have the right stats or the right echoes or whatever, right? So I can't play her. So I don't know what the hell she does. And Augusta's out. I got Augusta. I'm feeling the same thing. I can't play Augusta as well. This feels like it's so annoying. It sucks. Now Lupo, I got Lupo to C4. Yeah, pretty much 5 copies of Lupo, right? I got 5 copies of Lupo. I tried playing Lupo to the best that I can. Lupo has a kit that's let me see. Lupo's kit is annoying. I guess that's the best word I can describe it. Lupo's kit is annoying. Where's she at? Oh, I didn't post her here, huh? Oh, I thought I did. But yeah, Lupo's kit is annoying. It's like, she's not like a main DPS. She's like a sub DPS, right? And also, I was kind of hoping she would work well with Ching-Li, but unfortunately she works better with, what's the guy's name? Brent, right? She works better with Brent. I don't know how. I tried playing both of them. I have all the characters at the moment. I tried playing both of them. They feel weird. They feel kind of odd. I don't usually pull for guys anyway, but I just pull for him because it's Wuthering Waves. But yeah, it kind of sucks. So pretty much, you could say I regret pulling for Lupa. But granted, I still have her. I have not practiced her enough to kind of give it like a stamp that, you know, I do fully regret pulling for her. But overall, like, the last 3 like reiterating, the last 3 characters that came out in Wuthering Waves, to me, they're a disappointment, right? It's because I can't play them. Like, majority of it is I can't play them. They don't do damage. They don't do damage. That's a sad. So I'm kind of drifting away from Wuthering Waves. I would even say Ayano, the next character after Augusta, the moon priestess. She would probably be my last character I'm gonna pull for Wuthering Waves if Wuthering Waves is gonna continue down this route. Cause I do know, let's go Wuthering Waves. I do know that Wuthering Waves, they're marketing this guy, Kyuyun, and they're also marketing Galbrina, right? So if Ayuno doesn't work well, if I'm gonna have the same frustration as not Lupo, Belova and Augusta because of the spawn points and the three paired echoes, yeah, I'm gonna push Wuthering Waves away. I'm not gonna play it too much. I'm probably gonna drift off of it, yeah, and just not play it that much. It just kind of sucks. I'm not liking the direction they're going. Other people might, but I'm not liking it. It kind of discouraged me from kind of playing. I'm still playing every day, doing the dailies. Well, actually, I didn't play yesterday because I was arguing with AI. I was arguing with Grok about something. Well, I was arguing with Grok about an anime plot, and yeah. So, but I missed Wuthering Waves daily yesterday only because my precious time that I have is used up arguing against AI. Aside from that, oh yeah, what was that? Yeah, pretty much leaving it off of Wuthering Waves. I'm drifting from it, to be honest. I'm slowly like not having much hopes for Wuthering Waves. We'll see. 3.0 is around the corner, right? I believe Galbrina and this guy, I don't even know how to say his name. Kyuyan. These are probably the last 2 characters going to be coming out before 3.0. Yeah, they should be, because it makes the most sense. I have not looked at anything, right, other than that they're pictures, right, and also the announcements that they're coming out. But yeah, I'll say if Ayuno disappoints me, I'm gonna slowly stop playing until 3.0. I might not even pull Galbrina, and I might not even pull the guy. I mean, the odds of me pulling the guy is only if he is completely busted and broken, like the next Acheron, the next. Actually, is there any broken characters in Wuthering Waves? I guess Cardathea, to some extent. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the next broken character. So far, yeah, because my saying is I usually don't pull for guys, unless they're super broken or super meta, or something like that, right? Yeah, and Galbrina, she's okay. She's not bad. But we'll see. But yeah, right now Ayuno is the one that's coming out next, and I'm hoping for. Oh my god! Like, I'm hoping things will be easier, right? Okay, now for sure. Okay, this is the last thing I want to say. If they switch the echoes back to 5 set, or they make a 2 set, right? So the 2 set and the 3 set, work together. I'll be happy. I'll be fine. I'll be happy. I'll take it. Now, granted, 2 set, like, it's gonna be annoying for Crow games, but whatever. Like, this is what happens when they choose a 3 set out of fucking nowhere and leaving like 2 extras behind for no fucking reason, right? Well, okay, there's a reason, but to me it's not good enough. Yeah, but that's it. That's all for Wuthering Waves. I just want to bring up, yeah, I like this is my first streaming game. That's why it has a place in, like, pretty much the reason why I'm still playing it compared to all the other gachas. But overall, it should be the hardest. I'm not gonna. The odds of me dropping Wuthering Waves is rising. right? It's rising if it continues the route that I have that feel for. Okay, that's it. That's it. If you guys want to know more, like maybe next time, next stream or whatever, I'll talk about it. Aside from that, let's move on to you know what? We've it's been 15 minutes since we started stream. Let's do pot of gold and get that out of the way like right now, right? Because yeah, and then we can talk about anything else after. Yeah, I want to get pot of gold out of the way. So if anyone doesn't know, pot of gold is a fun like what money progress event for me spending money on gacha games for the past month, right? So August has passed. To be honest, I felt like I didn't spend that much money on gachas on August. Yeah, because I told myself July and June was terrible. They were terrible. August, I'm like, I'm gonna cut down. But it turns out it didn't really go that way. Alright, so this is to reach pot of gold, right? My pot of gold update. So this is the month of August. Yeah, Ayuno, so Augusta came out, but Ayuno didn't come out yet. So that's why I'm still, like, the picture is still, like, there, right? I mean, it's gonna be the same picture for, September. Just to let everyone know ahead of time. Yeah, but pretty much, I calculated both my accounts, because some idiots starting to use 2 accounts now, to spend money on gachas, and I totaled it 2688. Now, I was gonna round it up to 27 to at least make it look more prettier, but I'm like, it doesn't really matter. To be exact, of my 2 accounts that I used for swiping on gachas, yeah, it came out to 2688. Now, if we were to check July, this was July. 4,200 plus 1,560, right? So for sure, I mean, they're like, I'm in heaven, right? Because like they're like, there's no like that's really bad. But pretty much for sure, I spent less than July. Right now, like let's just go one more month back, right? Because usually I don't want to go back and check these months, but just to kind of show proof that I've spent less, but at the same time, it's still a lot, right? So this was June. Yeah, I spent $30.20, right? $3,020 in June. Yeah, and the last character I think I pulled, or at least the first character that I was gonna pull for June was Yi Xuan. Yeah, but aside from that, yeah, this is August. Like, look, August beated June. I didn't reach 3,000, but 2,600 is not the goal of pot of gold, right? Because the description is a self-made goal to spend only 5 times a month of 100 each, right? So pretty much each fingers is 100, right? Now, granted, it's like how many 500s did I pass, right? Like, yeah, it's a lot. So hopefully next month I'm gonna cut down even more, especially if I'm not gonna be, because right now I actually don't have any characters other than Ayuno, this girl right here. Yeah, to kind of go for. There's no character in any other gacha games I can think of that I'm going for. Now there are times when I pull up Cat Fantasy because I still like that game, but I barely like check up on it here and there. I've been kind of keeping up a little bit with Silver and Blood because I really like the artwork and the girls in there. Like, even the artworks of the girls is really hot. So I do kind of check up on that game. What else is there? Let's just open up my gacha games. I stopped pulling for Uma Musume. Uma Musume cost too much money to get a character. I remember the last character I got, Narita Bryan. Is it Narita Bryan? I don't remember. But the last character I pulled for, it took me $400 to get one copy, and I'm like, fuck that. Like, fuck that. No. Like, I'm not pulling for Uma Musume anymore. Unless it's super, super meta heavy and super, super, like, you're gonna regret, then maybe I'll think about it. It's because $74? No. 75. Actually, I don't remember. No, $80. Right? Actually, I don't remember. Pretty much, Uma Musume costs too much money. It adds up. Right? It adds up. And, yeah, it took me like $400 to get one girl. One horse girl, and I'm like, nah, that's worse than Genshin. that's worse than pulling in Genshin. Yeah, and then I still play ZZ. There's new characters coming up in ZZ. They were a little bit tempting, but at the same time, I told myself my last character that I wanted was Yi Xuan, but I somehow ended up pulling the other two characters after her. No, after Fufu. So I'm like, someone needs to hold back. Yeah, but that's just a story of my gacha pulls. Alright, so pretty much the only character I can think of at the moment is just Ayuno that I'm looking forward to pulling for. I will be pulling her. I will pull for her. I will pull for her. 100%. I even have, what are they called? The extra spears or whatever to kind of like exchange, so I don't have to keep pulling. Right, so I have those ready because I was gonna use one of those spears for Augusta. I could still use it for Augusta if I want, but yeah, I'm saving it for Ayuno. Yeah, so I can just C2 her like right away, get one copy by swiping, and then yeah, get the C2 like right away. Aside from that, I don't really have much left to say in August other than my prediction of August. I was hoping to spend at least 1,300, half of this, but I ended up spending both. For some reason, I don't know. Oh, no, I do know where at least the 1,300 came from. I don't know where the other 1,300 came from. Okay, but aside from that, August is done. This was August. Now let's go to September. Alright, so this is September. So this is a clean state for it. Oh, actually, I forgot to change one thing. I need to go back and edit it, but I forgot to change the August up here. I only focus on the big letters. But yeah, this is September. This is a clean slate. Hopefully, well, the goal is 500. Hopefully, I don't go past 1,000 in September. Yeah, because the year is almost done. Let's try to hit it strong. Let's try to end spending at least less than 500 by the end of the year. Well, at least in December for sure, right? Baby steps, baby steps. But yeah, this is September. Not really much to kind of show. And this character, this anime girl, I got her from, I was gonna say, oh, I got her from NTE. No, is it NTE? No, I got her from Duet Night Abyss. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I don't know her name. She just looks cool, so like I'm like, yeah, I'll just pick her. Aside from that, yeah, that is September. And that is the end of Pot of Gold, everyone. The end of Pot of Gold update. So yes, I am crying in the inside that I spent $26.88 on Gacha in August for some reason. But this month I feel like I'm gonna do much better because there's only one character I'm looking forward to. We could quickly check out ZZZ and check out the other characters that are coming out. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they drip marketed them. Yeah, this is one of them. Yeah, this is the 2.2. Yeah, what's her name? Seed. Yeah, her name's Seed. Really? I swear they drip marketed them. Yeah, this is, yeah, Seed. And these are all the, yeah, this is the rerun banner for Seed. I'm surprised she already got a rerun already. She didn't come out too long. She came out not too long ago. And New Bamboo. Yeah, this is Seed. I kind of want to see how her gameplay kind of plays like. I swear they drip marketed someone else too. Yeah, but right now, I'm seeing a lot of Seed. Oh, that's a pretty badass card. Oh. But yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, because I know that there's a lot of, they've drip marketed a lot of ZZ characters. Seed seems like she's the next one coming out. Odds of me getting Siege should be like really low. As of the moment, there's not really any ZZ characters that I'm thinking of wanting at the moment. Yeah, there's only one character, which is just a Yuno. Okay. Okay, aside from that, let's just quickly check. Okay, I don't see it. I wanted to check, not Infinity Nikkei. Snowbreak. No Snowbreak? Am I blind? I don't have Snowbreak? I mean, unless Snowbreak's done. Unless Snowbreak's done, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, I haven't checked up on Snowbreak for a while. But, I mean, that's fine too. The last time I pulled on Snowbreak was probably Triss, I believe. Yeah, Triss re-1. Alright, well, anyways, that was just a little bit sidetracked of like what characters I'm looking forward to, like in gachas that I'm going to be pulling. And there's only one character, which is just Ayuno. She should be coming out soon. Yeah, or like real soon. Aside from that, that allows me to save money unless something shiny pops out of nowhere that I didn't know and I should pull. Right, but we'll see. Right. Yeah, because last month, like I reiterate, 26.88. That's how much money I spent. This month, at least be 1,000 or less. 1,000 or less. Yeah. Now with Pot of Gold and any of the characters I'm looking for talked about, since we're done with that, let me do a Thea restart on the side here. No, I need one more. What could I do? What is there to do? Oh, GP. Oh, really? I have more energy? Okay, so... Okay, I lost my train of thought. I wanted to... Oh, yeah. I want to talk about upcoming gacha games. Duet Night Abyss is coming in October 28th. Yes, a big gacha game. Is not the biggest, but one of the big gacha games coming out. Got the release date, which is, yeah, Duet Night Abyss. October 28th. So far, people have been calling it the free gacha game, right? The free gacha game. Pretty much, you can just keep playing it, you keep grinding it, and you can just get your characters for free. Granted, the progress is gonna be long and grindy, but in a way, you don't have to swipe for the characters. It's an option, but you don't have to. So, Duet Night Abyss is the next new gacha game I'm looking forward to playing. My expectations for Duet Night Abyss is actually a little lower than the bigger ones, right? Ananta, Azure Familia, Silver Palace, Arc Knights, Enfield. Yeah, I think those 4 are above Duet Night Abyss. But who knows? Those 4 could flop, or those 4 could be like what? Too overhyped. So we never know. Duet Night Abyss might be a diamond in the rough. But yeah, I can't wait for that game. I can't wait for the game to come out. Yeah, it's coming out really soon. Just the end of next month. Yep, on a Tuesday. Probably a Wednesday for me, because sometimes it's time zone, right? Time zone release. But is there anything else I want to bring up? Is there anything coming up in this month to let everyone know if I'm doing something? Well, supposedly next month is next week, the 13th is I think or is it the 14th? Supposedly there's like some of my co-workers are planning to do a poker night watching a boxing match, I believe. Or is it UFC? I don't remember. It's one of those two. Yeah, because it's pretty big. They kind of planned it like a couple weeks ago, and they're like, yeah, second weekend of September, they're thinking about doing a poker night and yeah, watching some fight. Alright, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'm down. That is one thing that I might attend. I'm not too interested in it. I'll say the odds of me going is 75-25. So cause this, I think tomorrow, my coworkers they invited me to go to a shooting range with them, but I told myself I'm not that interested. Like if they want me to shoot a gun, just play Call of Duty with me or something like that. 20, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in September that I have any plans for. Not that I could think of. But October, Do I Not Abyss on the 28th. Actually, wasn't there a movie that I was thinking about checking out that's coming out? Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I might not. I don't know if that's a good idea. Actually, let's double check. Let's ask Google. Alright, release date for Mortal Kombat 2, October 24. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I know there's a movie that's coming out. It's like Mortal Kombat 2. Ooh. So, pros about Mortal Kombat 2, in my opinion, well, we could just check it here. In my opinion, there is more girls. No, I think this is one. Wait, what? There's. I mean, that's one. Yeah, I believe there's more girls in Mortal Kombat 2. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, what the hell is this? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's the only movie. If I go watch it, we'll see what happens. If I don't go watch it, well, I'm gonna judge the ratings. I'm gonna judge ratings, right? Cause I watched part 1, and it was like a waste of my time. Right? Part 1, Mortal Kombat 1 should have just been like a TV series. Like what I was watching was like it had the atmosphere of like the budget feels like it's a TV series, not like a movie. Just my opinion. Yeah, but aside from Mortal Kombat, the one movie this year I plan to watch for sure is Avatar 3. What was it called? Avatar 3 Ashes and Fire and Ashes or something. I don't remember. But yeah, Avatar 3. Yeah, I can't wait. Aside from that, I don't think I have anything else that's planned that's coming up. Not that I can kind of think of. Yeah. And just to kind of catch up, well, let everyone know what I've been kind of doing the past few days. At least which gacha game I've been playing. I've been playing Silver and Blood Requiem. Not every day, but just about every day. It's not. I mean, the dailies are pretty easy. So I mean, most of the time I'm just doing the dailies. I've been playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby just about every day, doing the team trials and my pretty much what are they called? I don't remember. Pretty much where you race for money, right, and stuff. Not too much cat fantasy. I do check up on it here and there, just in case there's new character. Oh yeah, I actually got the latest character in cat fantasy. But yeah, I do check up on cat fantasy here and there. I play Ethereal Restart every day, but only using up my energy on garbage, right? But aside from that, at their restart, I have a good feeling I'm dropping it real soon because there's nothing really to kind of do. Because the thing is, I'll just talk about their restart real quick here. The only thing I want from their restart is the perfect lotuses, which is the gold jellies, gold jellos, and the evolution lotuses, which is the purple jellos. Right, those are the only two I need. I have a bunch of purple jellos, but I don't want to play purple characters, which is the SR characters. I want to play the SSR characters. But in order to play them, you need to unlock their skills. In order to unlock their skills, you need yellow jellos, right? Gold jellos, which is the perfect lotuses. And now the thing is, they like you can get I think like how many? Two or three every week because there's a weekly reset. But you gotta spend money, and I know that one of those jellos costs $100, and I'm like, nah, I think I'm done. There's nothing in their restart. Like one of the main reasons why I still want to play it, aside from spending $3,100 on it on a bricked account, is that I do like the character designs, at least like the girls, the adult girls. Yeah. Aside from that, I don't care. I'm not really a PvP turn-based person. Like I drop Honkai Star Rail so fast. Right. Then the theory restart is pretty much gonna suffer the same result. And then I think that's pretty much it. Cause I stopped playing Lost Sword because I'm stuck on Lost Sword. So I'm like, yeah, if I'm stuck, I lose faith in it really quick. Right. No matter how hot the girls are. Yeah, so I kind of technically dropped Lost Sword. Wizardry. I mean, okay, I'm not going to talk about all of them. But pretty much Cat Fantasy, Silver and Blood, Uma Musume, and Wuthering Waves. No, and ZZZ. Wait, how many games is that? One, two, three, four. Oh, and 5. Yeah, so 5 gacha games. Right. Alright, that's it. That's all I just want to mention quickly. Those are the gacha games I've been kind of playing on and mostly compared to all the other gacha games. Now, some of them, like, I split them up. Like, I play one day, and then the other games I play the other day. Right. But for sure, if they're a restart, Wuthering Waves is like every day. Yeah. Because I just have it on my phone. Yeah. Alright, now I think we should be good, right? 38 minutes into stream. I think we can start having fun and just go straight to Grok. Okay, so pretty much the main stream of the day is Pot of Gold, which we already got over with, talking about whatever has been happening when I was not streaming, and also upcoming plans. So now we can just enjoy Grok, right? Now, the plan of Grok... Okay, so the reason why I want to do Grok on stream is because I've been having some story ideas. I was thinking if Grok could kind of help me out, like lay some of the foundation or give me some information where I'm like, if we can kind of like use it to kind of progress the story with, or just kind of just like have fun with it, right? That is the main goal. Because yesterday, because I kind of mentioned it a little bit, because yesterday when I came home from work, I asked Grok this curious question about an anime plot that I'm curious about, and Grok said that I was completely wrong, and I'm like, there's no way I'm wrong. Like, it's like, it makes sense. And Grok's like, it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, then prove it to me. Right? Then prove it to me. Grok proved it to me. I was wrong. My bad. But pretty much, I feel like it matched up. It made sense, but Grok's like, no, you're wrong. I'm like, okay, you got the evidence. So this time around, the goal is I want to make my own story and see how Grok kind of like sets it up for me, right? See if it can kind of like work out and stuff. So we're not going to go to this Grok, which is the one on X. We're going to go to grok.com. Actually, we'll do this just in case something pops up that I do not want to pop up. Alright, so Super Grok. Oh yeah, and also I paid $30 for Grok, right? because I thought I could get Annie. Annie is only on Android, no, on iOS at the moment. I don't have an iOS phone. I have an Android, so. Oh well. Yeah, that's how you learn, right? That's how you learn. But I still gotta make use of my money, right? Yeah. So an example, just quickly before we start, is yesterday, cause we can kind of save conversations. Yeah, yesterday, I was arguing with. Oh, will they show it? Yeah, I was arguing with Grok about the anime Why Relena like moved into the Duke's mansion, something like that. Like I think that's the title. Yeah, so because there was just a plot point in the story that I'm like, wait, but wouldn't this make sense? And Grok's like, no, and I'm like, damn it. All right, so let's set up the scenario. Should we use Paint or should we use Snappa? I think Snappa is faster, wouldn't it be? I feel like Snappa is faster, but Paint could be simple too. Actually, let's try Paint. Let's try Paint. Let's go 200. All right. Actually, let's go 300. All right. So let's make it easier for everyone's eyes. Right. So we'll go white now. Okay. So we're gonna do, okay, how do I do this? We need to set up like the foundation. So pretty much the goal is we're setting up a story and see how Grok would kind of balance it out, or like, you know, how they kind of interpret it or look at it, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do some balances. So first we'll do some circles. Right here. Oh, okay. I'm guessing. Okay, so this has to be white then. How big? This big? Sure. We'll do this big. And we'll copy it and we'll just... Oh. Copy. Paste. Okay, I'm not professional at Paint, but... There you go. Alright, so... Oh no! Let's do this. And we're gonna draw a line. Actually, we don't have to draw a line. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna set up. This is. Let's go 14. Mother Goddess. This will be the Mother Goddess. I have a good feeling. Okay, can I move this? Alright. Yeah, because I know that in Paint, the moment you let go, like, that's it. Okay, so this one is Mother Goddess, right? The top one. And then... Actually, how would we do the bottom one? How will we do this? So pretty much the thing is, this is the Mother Goddess, and she created... Should we put it under or on top of it? We'll put it on top of it. Hero. Actually, wait. Why is it not showing up? Alright, I want to make sure I spell it right. Okay, so that's how you spell it. Alright. I can't see anything. Oh, there it is. Now I see something. Heroine 1. We should make this a little smaller. And then let's move this. Heroine 1. And then we're just gonna copy this. Alright. Heroine 2. Okay, let's move this. Alright, now the difference, the thing here is, let's go back to this. The thing here is, what the goal here is, so the story kind of goes is, there's this mother goddess. She created 2 heroines in a story, right? So pretty much, yeah, so in a story. So the difference is that one of these, how do we do this now? We need to kind of split it somehow. Alright. Split in the middle. Split in the middle. Okay. So there's gonna be 2 halves. Okay, well that was not supposed to happen. Let's undo. Alright. Now if I do paint, we go yellow. Okay. And then the other side will be... What should be the other side? We need a brighter color. We'll do, pink is a little too bright. Nah, pink is a little too... Let's do... red. Actually, then we'll just do blue. Blue on the outside. Okay, there you go. Alright, so it's gonna look something like this, right? And then the mother is like, perfect. The mother is like, let's just say... Actually, let's put her a more divine color, like yellow. Ah, yellow's too bright. We'll do orange. Okay, so the goal here is there's 2 heroines that the mother created, right? Now, one of these, in the beginning, one of these heroine is complete, right? Let's say heroine... Well, okay, let's do heroine 1. Heroine 1, actually, we'll just give her a name, huh? Because I hate saying the name heroine. Let's just give her a name. What should we give her? Let's call her something easy. Okay, maybe not that name. That's a little too easy. Let's just call her Ruby. I don't know why it's that. Oh, let's do red. Nah, red might not be the best color. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, so heroine 1 is Ruby, and heroine 2 will be this name, Terra. Actually, Terra sounds kind of dumb. Ruby and Sarah. Ruby and what? What should we call her? I don't want something too cheesy or too girly. We could go Sarah, but I don't want Sarah. There's a reason why I don't want Sarah. Let's go. I don't want a month. Let's go, man. Like I can't think of any names, any simple names. Let's go with something like, because an example is, I don't want a name that's too long, like Claire. Even though Claire's a, you know, it's a one syllable in a way, one phrase. Let's go with. Okay, I was thinking about Luna, but Ruby and Luna has U's in there. Whatever, we'll just go Luna. Whatever, right? It's just a name. All right, so story goes, there's a mother goddess. She created 2 heroines. The first one is Ruby, and the second one's Luna. And the first heroine she created in her world, she's pretty much perfect, right? So she's perfect. And what's gonna happen is, she's a heroine of the story, right? She's a hero of the story, so she pretty much like has a happy ending, right? Happy ending. Now the thing is, the mother goddess is going to be, well, the mother goddess looks at it as she created a perfect hero, so she wants to kind of balance it out by creating a second heroine, which is Luna, right? So then she decides to create Luna, but the thing is, the world that she created, the first world she created with Ruby, since this heroine was too perfect, she kind of like, you could say, redo the story, right? So she redid the story. So what she did was, she made the first heroine, which is Ruby, imperfect, right? So the thing is, you could kind of look at it like a curse in a way. So the title of heroine can only be claimed by one person, right? So the mother goddess decided to redo the story of the, you know, of her world, and she gave Ruby, well, she made Ruby imperfect, right? So she gave Ruby the title of heroine, but then with the title it comes with a cost. So Ruby's defect as a hero is that when okay, so how do we do this? So how can I explain this that would make sense? Let's grab a notepad, because I don't want to keep writing on paint, because it's gonna be annoying. Alright, so okay, so pretty much we're gonna do mother goddess. Okay, that was off. Ruby, Luna. Alright, so pretty much what I was trying to say was Ruby's defect. Ruby's defect is she's perfect in the first so it's 24 hours in a day. We'll give her 6 hours, just because 6 is my favorite number doesn't mean I should pick 6. Sure, we'll just say 6 hours, right? 6 hours, right? So okay, so we'll just cut this like this. So Ruby's defect is she's perfect for 6 hours, but after 6 hours, like things start to turn for the worse for her. So that's like the curse, right? So having the title, so let's do having the title heroine. Hopefully I'm spelling it right. Heroine, like, yeah, that's her weakness, right? Like it comes with this defect. And then Luna's, okay, someone does not know how to spell. Luna's defect is pretty much technically is the opposite, right? Is like she causes, well, she's like, she is bad luck. Like for the first, wow, first 6 hours. Right. We're just gonna make it simple. Right, something like this. Right. There's a mother goddess, right, which created Ruby and Luna. Just make sure I spell it right. Right. And then, right, so these are the defects. And so the reason is, okay, so pretty much the reason is because the mother goddess wanted to redo the story, and she wanted okay, so the whole point is Ruby is too perfect. Mother goddess wanted someone to challenge the title of heroine as well, right? So she kind of broke apart the heroine title, make it imperfect. So since Mother Goddess brought Luna into the world, the redoed world of Ruby, whenever these two heroines meet up with each other, how do we do this? Let's do it this way. Meet up with each other. Let's do, what color should we use? Black? Sure, we'll do black. Like, it cancels out the red. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it counts as direct, right? So whenever these two heroines are together, the title of heroine becomes one, right? It becomes a complete title. That's the basis of the story, right? So I should just write it on notepad. So whenever the two heroes are near each other, the defects go away. Okay, because you gotta go all the way over here. Right. Yeah, so whenever the two heroes are near each other, the defects goes away. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, so let's give a little bit of more backstory. Yeah, because I can just cut and paste, right? It will make it more easier for Grok. So pretty much do this, and then so this is pretty much Mother Goddess create a world for Luna. Create a world for no, not Luna. For Ruby, and finishes the world with finishes her story with world peace. Right? But then the Mother Goddess saw that Ruby was too perfect and and wanted to split the title of heroine to challenge Ruby if it was a fluke, right? And I don't know, something like that. Granted, it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but we'll just try something. Okay, so we'll do something like this and this. Okay, right. Mother Goddess created a world for Ruby and finishes the story World Peace, but then the Mother Goddess saw that Ruby was too perfect and wanted to split the title of heroine, challenge Ruby if it was a fluke. And then Mother Goddess created a second heroine named Luna. We'll just end it here. No, name Luna in another world, right? Because the thing is, I wanted Luna to be in another world compared to just create it out of thin air, right? In another world. Okay, so how we put this? So Mother Goddess created a second heroine named Luna from another world. This is end it here, from another world. Yeah, pretty much from another world. And then okay, so pretty much let's make it more concrete. Right, so wanted to split the title heroine and challenge Ruby. So my guys created, so I'm gonna create this. So actually we're missing something here. But pretty much Mother Goddess gave one half of the title of heroine to Ruby. Actually, before we do that, before we say this, it's more like the Mother Goddess reset Ruby's world back to where she was and gave one half of the title of heroine to Ruby. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. And then we'll just do something like this. And then let's space this out so it's more easier to read. Right. And the Mother Goddess created a second heroine named Luna from another world. Get out of here. Okay, the Mother Goddess created a second heroine. Okay, why does that sound wrong? The Mother Goddess created a second hero. I mean, it's not like it's wrong. Yeah, well, it's right. They live in the world, right? And then pretty much she gave Luna the other half of the heroine title. Right. A Mother Goddess gave Luna the other half of the heroine title. Let's just make it short and simple. Short and simple. What else is there? Right. So wait, hold on. Yeah, so the Mother Goddess gave Luna the other half of the title. And then okay, how about we just continue it? And brings her to Ruby's world. That has been reset. Okay, so let's make this a little bit more even, right? So the Mother Goddess gave Luna the other half. We'll give Luna the other half, right? And then let's just make sure that like Luna's a baby, right? So Luna was reborn as a baby okay, Luna was reborn in Ruby's world. No. Okay, so I'm saying this wrong. Okay, so how about we say it like this? Ruby and Luna was born at the same time. When the world got reset. Okay. Short, simple, and easy, right? And then we need a little bit more story to add to it, so at least it would make sense. Should we make both of them princesses, or princess knights, or just commoners? I would say Ruby should be. How will we do this? Why don't we just do something like this for now? Actually, no. So there is a reason why they're defects in a way. Because the thing is, Like, we need to add more to this part right here. So pretty much, Mother Goddess wanted to challenge both of her girls to see who is worthy of being the number one. No. Who is deserving of the full heroine title. Alright, something like this. Let's do this. Alright. This is pretty short, simple. It's not too much to kind of go off of. These are the two main characters. There's no side characters at the moment, and there's no bad guy or whatever, right? Well, we'll see how this kind of goes. So first, let's go to Grok. Alright, so I want to create a story. Can you help me put it together and make it make sense? Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. That's not exactly what I want. Okay. Let me tell you so pretty much I'd be happy to help you craft your story since you haven't provided us with it. Okay, so yeah. So what we're gonna do here is, I knew it. We're gonna copy and paste. Good luck. Let's see what Grok can kind of come up with. The Trial of Two Heroines. In the beginning, the Mother Goddess wove a world of shimmering rivers and emerald forests. A tapestry of life called Illyria. For her first heroine, Ruby, she crafted a tale of triumph, guiding her to unite warring tribes. Okay, this is kind of long. I don't know if I'm going to read all this, but we'll just kind of skim through it. Guiding her to unite warring tribes and bring peace that bloomed like starlight. Ruby was flawless, her courage unshakable, her wisdom boundless. Illyria thrived under her touch, and the Mother Goddess was pleased. I think I need to name the world, because Illyria is not the best name for the world. But doubt crept into the divine heart. Was Ruby perfection a fluke? Could another rise to match her? To test her creation, the Mother Goddess reset Illyria to the moment of Ruby's birth. Unraveling time like a thread from her cosmic loom, she split the title of heroine, granted half to Ruby, reborn in Illyria's heart. From a distant world of storm and shadow, she summoned Luna, forging her with equal potential but a different spirit. Luna received the other half of the heroine title and was placed in Illyria, born at the same instant as Ruby under the same crescent moon. Okay, don't know where the crescent moon came from, but sure. Yet the Mother Goddess wove a challenge into their souls for the first 6 hours of each day. Okay, now that's wrong, but no, actually no, that's not technically wrong, but we need to refix that. So let's kind of add that in here. So the defects, right? So the first defect, she is perfect in the first 6 hours, like around people, I guess. Yeah, around, let's just, well, I don't want to say people, because that doesn't make too much sense. I don't want to say living things, because that's going to include animals, plants. For 6 hours, around... this is going to be tough, because this is a crazy defect. Yeah, I haven't really thought this through too much. Let's just say around people, right? Just to make it simple to me. Around. No, how about 6 hours around anyone? Yeah, around anyone, but herself. Right, because we gotta make it even, right? All right, there you go. And also, we need the name of the world, right? Ruby's no. Yeah, Ruby's world is called. Well, we need to give it a simple name because Illyria is a little too hard. Terra. Let's call it Terra. Let's call it. Sure, let's call it Terra. Make it simple. We'll do single. No, how about Tekka? Yeah, Tekka. There you go. All right, let's keep reading and see if there's any other inconsistencies. Ruby's perfection was absolute. For size. Okay, where did I leave off? Yeah, for the first 6 hours each day, Ruby's perfection was absolute. Every action precise. Her choices infallible, but as the 6 hour drawn, her flawlessness faltered, leaving her vulnerable and doubt to hesitation. Luna conversely was cursed with misfortune for the first misfortune for those same 6 hours. Spilled water, trapped steps, words that sparked unintended quarrels, so that'd be pretty funny. After the 6th hour, her luck steadied and her true strength still shone. But when Ruby and Luna stood near each other, their defects vanished. Their halves of the heroine title harmonizing into a perfect world. No, a perfect whole. Why did I say world? The Mother Goddess declared her trial, prove your worth, my heroines. Only one may claim the full title and shape Illyria's fate. Ruby grew up in a village in the Crystal River. Her early hours spent weaving flawless baskets and resolving disputes with uncanny grace. By noon, though, her confidence wavered and she second-guessed her choices. Retreating to the forest edge to clear her mind, Luna, raised in a hillside town, stumbled through mourning of broken tools and missteps, her bad luck driving her to solitude until the afternoon. When her resilience and cunning emerged, neither knew of other, but Illyria's growing unrest, raiders from the north, droughts in the south, called them both to action. One fateful day, a raider struck Ruby's village at dawn. When her perfection was at peak, she rallied the villagers and strategies flawless, driving back the invaders. But as the 6 hour passed, her plan to pursue the retreating raiders faltered. She hesitated, fearing a trap miles away. Luna, mid-morning and plagued by misfortune, tried to warn her town of an approaching drought. Her words were ignored, her warning dismissed, and was clumsily rambling until the afternoon sun cleared her curse, and she began organizing water rations with sharp clarity. Okay. I mean, it's clever use of the defects, but in some cases, I guess that's what they can kind of think of, right? Yeah, so okay, so where do I live? Yeah, okay. Their paths converge when the Mother Goddess sent a vision to both, a golden beacon in Illyria's heart, the Temple of Unity, where the heroine's title would be decided. Well, that's kind of close to what I was thinking, but not really. Drawn by fate, Ruby and Luna met on the temple steps at midday. Their defects at their worst. That makes sense. Granted, that's not exactly what I was thinking, but sure. Ruby, uncertain, nearly turned back. Luna tripped over a root, cursed her luck. Yep. But as they stood face to face, a warmth spread between them. Ruby's doubt lifted, Luna's misfortune ceased. Together they felt the heroine's power complete, a harmony neither had known alone. The temple's trial was a labyrinth of challenges. Riddles, battles, and tests of heart. Alone, Ruby's morning perfection would have solved the riddles, but falter. Okay, yeah, this is nothing. Okay, and then, what's this saying? You were meant to compete, she said, her voice both gentle and stern. Yet you stand as one. Why? Ruby spoke. I'm strongest when she's near. My perfection alone is enough. That's a little cheesy, but sure. And then Luna nodded. Her presence steadies me. I'm not whole without her. Still cheesy, but I guess. It's close. I'll give it like a 3 out of 10 for both of them. The Mother Goddess smiled. Her doubt dispelled. Illyria needs no single heroine. Your halves make a greater whole. That's not the goal of what I want her to say, but understanding that we didn't give enough context, that's what Grok has to give us. She merged their titles into one, but into a shared bond, declaring them co-heroines of Illyria. The world flourishes under the duel, and so Ruby and Luna ruled, not as rivals, but as sisters of fate, proving that even a goddess test could be reshaped by unity. Sure. Okay, I'm going to make some changes. Why are you so picky? Okay, so what we heard, okay, so pretty much let's go with the only way the heroine title can be claimed is if one of it is if Ruby or Luna dies, but not really just die as in they can die from anything. It's more like dies like a hero, I would say, right? Dies in a heroic death. Let's try this. Alright, so then that will kind of shape the story a lot more. What else did I not like when I was reading that? Well, just to make it a little bit more sense down here. Okay, so let's put a period after. Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Because we need to add a little bit more to these girls. So, Ruby. Yeah. No, actually, how do I say this? Ruby. No, not talkative. pretty much, I didn't really like this, like they're saying down here. I'm the strongest when she's near. My perfection alone is enough. Like, it's cringy. Like, if I hear anyone says this, it's like, you gotta say it in the perfect timing. Yeah, even the mother goddess saying you are meant to be complete, yet you stand as one. Like, this isn't too bad. But when both the girls says these lines, I'm like, ooh, that's cringy. Never mind. I mean, that's fine. We'll just go something like this. Yeah, whenever the two heroes are near each other, the defects goes away. Yeah, well, I mean, this is still pretty good. We just add some more rules into it. Alright, now let's see what story did Grok come up with. Alright, the trial of two heroines. In the beginning, Mother Goddess woven world, Tarn crystals, and whispering jungles. Okay. A realm named Tekka. For her first heroine, Ruby, she crafted a tale of triumph, guiding her to quell ancient feuds and forge peace that shone like the stars above. Ruby was flawless. In the eyes of others, her courage radiant, her wisdom a beacon. Tekka flourished under touch, and the Mother Goddess was pleased. But a shadow of doubt stirred in the divine heart. Was Ruby's perfection a fluke? Could another rival her glory? To test her creation, the Mother Goddess reset Tekka to the moment of Ruby's birth, unraveling time like a thread from her cosmic loom. She split the title heroine, granting half to Ruby, reborn in Tekka's heart. Wait, what? She split the title heroine, granted half to Ruby, reborn in Tekka's heart. Okay, that didn't make sense, but sure, because Tekka's the world. So I don't understand why they say reborn in Tekka's heart. From a distant world of ash and storm, she summoned Luna, forging her with equal potential, but a contrasting spirit. Okay, Luna received the other half of the heroine title and was placed in Tekka, born at the same instant as Ruby, under a blood red moon. Okay, so now it's a blood red moon instead of crescent moon. The Mother Goddess declared a brutal trial. Only one may claim the full heroine title, and it will be won through a heroic death that proves your worth. A twist was woven into their souls. For the first 6 hours of each day, Ruby... They keep saying each day. Well, actually, it depends, but we'll see where this goes. Ruby was perfect in the presence of others. Does that make sense? Let's keep going and see what happens. Her actions flawless, her words inspiring trust and awe, but alone her confidence crumbled, leaving her paralyzed by self-doubt. Luna, conversely, was cursed with misfortune for those same 6 hours but near others. Spoiled bulls, missteps, plans that unraveled into chaos. Alone, her luck held steady and her brilliance emerged. Yet, when Ruby and Luna stood near each other, their defects vanished, their halves of heroine title merging into a harmonious whole, free of flaw or misfortune. Ruby grew up in a village nested among Tekka's crystal spires. Her mornings spent leading with unmatched grace, organizing defenses, or settling disputes with uncanny precision, as long as others were near. By noon, alone, her resolve faltered, and she hid in the shadows of despair, questioning her worth. Luna, raised in a cliffside settlement, stumbled through morning with others, her bad luck causing accidents and mistrust until she withdrew. In solitude, her afternoons revealed a sharp mind and unyielding spirit. Neither knew of each other, but Tekka's growing pearls. Beasts from the jungles, tremors shaking the spires, call them in action. I would say good try. Good try. I would give this like a what? 5 out of 10? I will say good try for trying to adjust to their defects, but I think it could have been done better. One dawn, Shadow Beast attacked Ruby's village, surrounded by her people. Ruby's perfection shone. She led a counterattack. Her strategy is impeccable, driving the creatures back. But as the 6 hours passed and she stood alone to scout the jungle's edge, doubt gripped her, and she froze, unable to pursue. Miles away, Luna, mid-morning and plagued by misfortune, tried to warn her settlement of an impending tremor. Her warnings, mirrored by a collapsing podium and a spilled water jug, were dismissed as folly. Alone in the afternoon, she diverged a plan to reinforce the cliffs, her clarity saving lives. This one is pretty basic too. I get it that there's not that much detail to kind of go off with and how they kind of deal with like problems, right? So I can kind of get it that they're trying to work with the strengths and weaknesses of the defects, but it's still, I would say it's a little, it's weak. It's weak. I would give this paragraph a 3 out of 10. Yeah, 3 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's too cheesy. A vision from Mother Goddess drew them to Tekka's heart, the Temple of Sacrifice. Oh, okay, so they're going the sacrifice route instead. I see where they're going. A glowing cathedral where the heroine's title would be decided. They met on its steps at midday. Ruby crippled by solitary doubt, Luna tripping over a stone, her luck soaring in the air. But as their eyes met, a warmth sparked between them. Ruby's confidence surged. Yeah, that's pretty basic. I like the point where Grok went to Temple of Sacrifice, which I get it why Grok picked that, but at the same time, I was hoping Grok to go more of the one-on-one, I guess, one-on-one type of deal, 1v1, like who will be the one standing to, you know, to claim it. But I mean, yeah, so I'll give this like what? Maybe I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. The Temple's trial was a gauntlet of deadly tests, riddles carved in crystals, beasts of shadow, and a final chamber demanding sacrifice. Alone, Ruby's morning brilliance would have unraveled the riddles, but faltered in Solitude's doubt. Luna's bad luck would have doomed her into traps, though her solitary clarity could have prevailed. Together, they were unstoppable. They solved riddles as equals, fought beasts back to back, and steadied each other through fear and chaos. At the gauntlet's end, they reached the altar of fate, where the Mother Goddess appeared, her form a cascade of molten lights. The first half of the paragraph is not too bad. It's not too bad. I would be kind of thinking the same thing. In some cases, it could work, it could not work. But sure, I would say just by this half, I would give it a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. I can kind of see it working. Now the second half, together they were unstoppable. They're saying they joined forces to kind of deal with it together. Now I get it. Coming together and canceling out the defect would work. But at the same time, it's a little too cliche in a way. You don't like it's a cop out. It's a cop out. Like the goal isn't really to kind of put them together, at least at the climax of the story, or going close to the climax of the story, right? Yeah. So I feel like it's off. So this would be like a 4 out of 10. So this whole paragraph, 5 out of 10, right? You were meant to die for the title, she said, her voice both tender and unyielding. One must fall to claim it. Ruby and Luna exchanged a glance. Ruby spoke, her voice steadily in Luna's presence. I am nothing alone with her. I'm home. If I die, let it be for Tekka and for her. Well, it's not that bad, but it's still cheesy. Luna's eyes blazed, free of misfortune, And I'd rather die than let my curse harm others. But together, we're more than your tests. What? Oh, yeah, no, I get that too, but it's lame. They try to make it make sense, but it's kind of lame. Like, Ruby's words were much better, yeah, than Luna's. The mother goddess paused, her doubt dissolving. You defy my child, choosing unity over sacrifice. She merged their halves into not into one, but into a shared heroine's bond, declaring them so stupid. This is how animes are being formed, and this is why we're having so many garbage ass animes. It is so bad. Let me do something quick. Okay. Yeah, this is how you make trash ass animes or trash ass stories. It's just like now I do like it. Like I do like the mother goddess saying choosing unity over sacrifice. I get that. Like that is true because in like the beginning of the trial, like it's temple of sacrifice, right? So they did play into it, but at the same time, yeah, it didn't really make too much sense. We need to add more info to make this better. Yeah, to make this better. Okay, so let's add something. So one of the things I didn't like was, so we need to add a little bit more context. Okay, so let's just say Ruby's defects is she is perfect in the first 6 hours and around anyone but herself, right? So pretty much so her defect is defect starts counting down. How do I say this? No, her defect is like a timer. Her defect like a timer. No, your defect like a timer. Oh my gosh. Her defect like a timer ticks when people are around, and when the timer ends. Okay, so let's just say her perfect defect. How do we do this? Yeah. Her perfect defect is like a timer. It ticks when people are around, and when the timer ends, when the timer reaches 6 hours. Okay, so maybe I should add this. When the timer reaches 6 hours, well, technically, it is technically like the same. Pretty much it's just more like, oops. Pretty much just more like her perfect defect is like a timer. It can stop when she is alone and continue when she is around more than No. Around someone. No, around anyone. Yeah. Something like this, right? You can stop when she's alone and continue, right? So technically it's the opposite for Luna. Her bad luck defect is like a timer. It can stop when she is alone and continue when she is around anyone. Yep, right? So at least like they can kind of like time it out. What else is there? The Mother Goddess is a little simple. It's just more like and there's something missing on the Mother Goddess, which makes the story a little odd. No, it's a little tough at the moment. How about let's add the Mother Goddess reset Ruby's world back to where she was born. Game now through, yeah, so it's just fine. And then what we're gonna add here is should we put Ruby as a princess? Should we put both of them as a princess from a different kingdom? That would make things a little more interesting, just to see what Grok would kind of set up. So Ruby is born as the Frozen Sun Princess. No. It's Frozen Princess. Oh my gosh. Princess Knight of the Sun. And we're going to copy this and we paste it on Luna. We don't have Luna down here. Oh, we'll just create it right here. Luna. Is born as a chosen Princess Knight of the Moon, right? Sure. Luna. Although from another world, is born as a chosen princess of is born as a chosen princess knight of the moon. Uh-oh. Someone's calling me. I'll be right back. Alright. That was not the news I was expecting to hear. Oh boy. Should I even mention it? Well, number one, it has nothing to do with me. But it has something to do with my, well, my cousins, right? Family, cousins. But overall, the only thing I'm just a little worried of is hopefully it's not. It's not something serious. Hopefully it's not something serious. Okay, but anyways, let's kind of continue where we left off. Okay, what did we added? I think we added the Luna, right? Luna princess. A little from the world she's born. Luna princess. How do I do this? Let's add in. Yeah, I mean, obviously, because her, you know, her bad luck and stuff like that. That makes sense too. But how do we do this? Well, let's just add this, right? Because the thing is, I still don't like the Mother Goddess being kind of weird down here, right? Yeah, kind of weird down here. Like she created a temple of trial and stuff like that. It's just more like we needed. Okay, so the goal is kind of to give each girls their own team, right? So pretty much, let's just add that just for the sake of it, right? Ruby is born a chosen princess of the sun. And then let's add Ruby forms her own team. She forms a teams of trustworthy friends. Ruby forms a team of trustworthy friends. How do we do this? To journey with. Right, and then let's just add in a caveat of even though her defect. No. Oh, like her team is aware of her defect. Then same thing. Down. Same thing. Okay, so first let's just do this. Okay. Copy and paste. Make it simple, right? Because I'm lazy. Luna forms a team. Gosh dang it. We gotta add team with it too. Luna forms a team of trustworthy friends to journey with. Her team is aware of her defect. Alright. Okay, so we need to put a number, so at least it'll make it balanced, right? So Ruby forms a team of 5? 4? Let's say 5. Team of 5. No. 5 trustworthy friends. Granted, the number is not ideal, so 5. Alright. The only hero title can be claimed is if Ruby or Luna dies in a heroic death against one another. Okay, so that's added in there. Whenever the two heroes are near each other, the defects goes away. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty straightforward. All right, let's try this now. Let's see what Grok has up. Updates. Oh, actually, we should change the name of the world. Let's just call it Terra, because the freaking error, right? Word error is annoying. Updating the story. All right, let's see what you got. In the beginning, the mother goddess will reward of golden plains and sapphire skies. That's still funny how they start. A realm she named Terra. For her first heroine, Ruby, she crafted a tale of triumph, guiding her to unite fractured kingdoms and forge peace that glowed like the sun. Ruby, born as the Princess Knight of the Sun, was flawless in the eyes of others. Her swordsmanship unmatched, her leadership radiant. Terra flourished under her rule, and the mother goddess was pleased, but doubt stirred in the divine heart. Was Ruby's perfection a fluke? Could another rival her light? To test her creation, the mother goddess reset Terra to the moment Ruby's birth. Unraveling time like thread from her cosmic loom, she split the title of heroine, granting half to Ruby, reborn as Princess Knight of the Sun in Terra's heart. From a distant world of twilight and mist, she summoned Luna, forging her as the Princess Knight of the Moon with equal potential but a shadowed spirit. Luna received the other half of the heroine title and was placed in Terra, born at the same instant as Ruby under a twin-star sky. The mother goddess declared the merciless trial. Only one may claim the full heroine title, one through a heroic death at the other's hand. So that sounds much better. Granted, saying it out loud is cheesy, but you know, I guess, you know. The twist was woven into their souls. For the first 6 hours of each day spent among others, Ruby was perfect, her strategy flawless, her blade striking true, her words inspiring devotion. But alone, her timer paused, and doubt consumed her. Okay, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but I get why they got confused there. Halting her perfection until others rejoin her. Oh yeah, I guess that kind of does make somewhat sense, but that's not exactly what I mean. Luna, conversely, was cursed with misfortune for those same 6 hours among others. Sword snapping, planes falling, stepping falter into chaos. Alone, her bad luck paused and her brilliance emerged. Steady and sharp, when Ruby and Luna stood near each other, their defects vanished. Yeah, they kind of got it wrong, but I need to tweak it. Yeah, so this is pretty much needs rework. Ruby grew up in a... Well, okay, pretty much what I'm saying before I continue is the goal is when they're around people, that's when the timer ticks, right? The six hours from their defects. That's when it starts ticking. So Ruby's defect is if she's around people for the first 6 hours, she's perfect. But after the 6 hours, like, she's miserable. Like, pretty much, like, she's all bad luck, right? It goes downhill from there. Luna's is the first 6 hours when she's with people, like, she's the worst. Like, she's the worst. Well, not she, but, you know, stuff happens. And then after the 6 hours, then she's technically like a normal person, or almost like a perfect person to some extent. Yeah, so it's kind of like that's what I think I'm trying to do for both of their defects, but the Grok kind of got it wrong. That's fine. Well, at least Grok didn't really get what I was trying to put out there. Okay, so we're at Ruby grew up in a sunlit cathedral surrounded by 5 trustworthy friends, a healer, a scout, a mage, a shield bearer, and a bard. who knew of her defect. Healer, scout, mage, shield bearer. I'm guessing she's the sword bearer then? What the heck? I guess. Who knew of her defect? In their presence, her morning blades were perfection, leading drills or resolving disputes with divine clarity. Alone, her timer stopped, and she retreated to the cathedral's towers, paralyzed by self-doubt. Luna, raised in a moonlight fortress, gathered her own team of 5, a tracker, sorcerer, warrior, a strategist, and a poet. Those are some interesting classes that they picked. But I guess. Who understood her curse. Mornings with them were plagued by mishaps, spilled potions, misread maps, words that sparked quarrels. Alone, her afternoons revealed a cunning mind and unyielding will. Neither knew of each other, but Terra's perils shadow wraiths in the forest. Quake splitting the plains called them to action. Okay. One dawn, wraiths besieged Ruby's cathedral. With her team, Ruby's perfection shown. She did okay. That's kind of boring, and that's kind of boring. Yeah, they need a better setup than just random stuff happening. Granted, no detail, so I can understand they need to come up with something out of nothing. A vision from the Mother Goddess summoned them to Terra's heart, the Temple of Reckoning. Man, stop making it so cheesy. But I guess I was hoping Grok to kind of go more of the heroic route, like the team versus team PvP, than like going to one place for solving the mystery of the heroine title, right? I get it. I get it what Grok's doing too, but that's not exactly where I want Grok to kind of go. A crystalline arena where one would fall. Ruby's team and Luna's followed. Aware of the stakes, they met at noon. Ruby hesitating as her perfection whined, but followed her team's presence. Luna stumbling as her bad luck sparked a fall, but as they stood face to face, their timer, this is boring. I'll say, not like it doesn't work, it's just boring. Like, they could be more creative than this. It could work, but it's too obvious. It's too lame. The temple's trial was a crucible of combat, riddles to unlock gates, wraiths to slay, and the final arena where one must die. Yeah, that's also boring. Alone, Ruby's morning burns. Yeah, and then they just say all that stuff. Hey, you must face each other, she commanded. One must die to claim the title. Like, why? Like, the Mother Goddess doesn't need to say anything. Like, the thing is, it's more like the Mother Goddess is kind of letting them reveal it themselves. Like, they need to learn it themselves. The Mother Goddess shouldn't have any interference, right? Or any like, anything to do with it. Well, other than, splitting the title, right? And bringing someone from a different world to that, Alright, so Ruby, her team at her side, gripped her sunlight blade, her perfection restored, but her heart heavy. I'd rather die than lose this unity. Sure. Okay, sure. Luna, her team setting her luckless morning, held her moonless spear. Killing her feels like killing myself. Together we're whole. Okay, why do they keep trying to make it wholesome? They're like wasn't the goal pretty clear? The Mother Goddess already said it. The Mother Goddess faltered, her divine plan shaken. You were meant to destroy each other, yet you stand as one. Moved by the bond, she rewove the trial's rules, merging their halves into a shared heroine's title without bloodshed. Terra thrived under their dual reign as Princess Knights of Sun and Moon. Their teams united, their defects balanced. This is so stupid. This is how you create stupid animes, stupid stories. Okay. Maybe we need to be more harsh with the details, so at least Grok can be okay. Because the thing is, it's too wholesome. Let's just write. The story needs to be more. No, needs to have No, the story needs darker, a darker tone. This is not a wholesome story. Okay. So, okay. Let me check something quick. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see what Grok kind of, okay. Alright. In the shadowed cradle of Terra, a world of ash-burned plains and red blood rivers, the mother goddess, forged a realm of relentless strife. Her da-da-da. Okay, that's kind of sure. Okay, they pretty much, like, Grok went dark right away. I'm like, alright, maybe that's not exactly what I meant, but sure. Through test her creation, the mother goddess tore Terra's timeline asunder, resetting it to the moment Ruby's birth, her cries echoing in a world reborn in ruin. She sundered the heroine title, granted half to Ruby, remade as the Princess Knight of the Sun in Terra's scorched heart. Okay. From a dying world of endless dusk, she summoned Luna, shaping her as the Princess Knight of the Moon. Her spirit sharp as blade, but brittle with sorrow. Luna received the other half of the heroine title, cast into Terra at the same instant as Ruby under a sky bruised with twin stars. This is irrelevant. The mother goddess issued her merciless edict. Only one may claim the heroine title, one through a heroic death at the other's hand. The souls were cursed with flaws. True. Talk about the defects. I mean, this is just defects explaining, right? So this is nothing. We can skip this. Ruby's rose. All right, I'm just gonna close if they restart, and I'm gonna charge my phone because it's about to die. Let's turn this aside here. What was I? I lost. Okay, souls, claws, flaws. Yeah, so we're here somewhere. Okay, Ruby rose in the sun, beachside fortress. Her 5 loyal companions, a healer. Yeah, a healer scarred by loss, a scout with haunted eyes, a mage who whispered to ghosts, a shield bearer forged in battle, a bard whose song dripped with despair. Knew her defects. Okay, they went straight all dark. It's not gonna okay. Let's just read the ending, like the climax and the ending. At dawn, rest. Okay, so let's read the temple's trials were a descent into hell, riddles etched in bone, rapes that bled shadows, an arena demanding one's death. Alone Ruby's okay, anyway, let's skip that. Kill or be killed, she declared, her voice a blade. One must fall. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the mother goddess, so well that's fine. Her team fueled perfection, grips her sunlight sword, blah blah Luna, their team, da 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 da. Wait, what? Okay, so this is irrelevant. This is like saying something to just say something. The mother goddess faltered. Her divine will shaken. You were to destroy each other, yet you mirror one's another strength. It's so stupid. No, I get it too. There are some stupid animes that do this. But it's such a cop out. It's like, no, that's not the point. In their shared defiance, she saw no victor, only a paradox. She feels their halves. So fucking stupid. Stop making it wholesome. All right, all right. Um. Yeah, I'm thinking. We're not getting anywhere with this story. Well, we're trying to build a story. We gotta be more specific, I guess, because this is very general. This is very general. I just want to see where Grok can kind of go with this and what Grok can kind of make. And so far, Grok has been, I will say, at least for the dark tone, right? Dark tone story, it got a little worse in some extent because they went full dark tone. And then they went wholesome on the last paragraph. So I'm like, what are you doing? Stop. Like, I don't know why Grok can't just kill one of the girls. Right? I get it that there wasn't any specifics that one of them's like gonna be picked to die, but we need to add a little more detail. Because the thing is, I get that Grok keeps pointing out, right, like the defects, and then Grok keeps talking about the companions, right? Because I told Grok to add it, so it makes sense too. But the thing is, the companions don't really matter. The point of the companions is just that so at least they have a group. But trying to define the group doesn't really matter at the moment. And to have a whole paragraph just for the group and just for the defects is not ideal. But I give Grok for trying. The mother's, well, the story of how the world got created and the agenda of the mother goddess, it does make sense, but they're stretching it, maybe, if that's the word. They're kind of stretching it, so they don't need to talk too much. Like, the mother goddess doesn't need to say anything. Like, well, okay, well, what I mean by say is, like, she doesn't need to participate, especially at the end here. Like, that's not the point. Now, she could say this to some extent. Only one may claim the heroine title, one through a heroic death at the other's hand, right? Like, that is somewhat okay, passable, but other than that, she should never involve herself. Yeah. So we're gonna do 2 more edits. Well, for sure we're gonna do 1 more edit, right? Because we need the mother to stop getting involved, right? So the mother goddess who sets this whole plan to action never gets involved, and let her 2 girls play it out to the end. Alright, so this should keep out the mother, right? No, I'm saying it wrong. The mother goddess will set the whole plan to action, never gets involved, and let her 2 girls uncover the uncover, I guess it is true, the truth of the title. Okay, so goddess sets the whole plan to action, never gets involved, and her 2 girls uncover the truth of the title. by themselves. I gotta reread it just in case it doesn't make sense. And lets her two girls uncover the truth of the title by themselves. Okay, what else do we need to change? We don't have to add this, and we can see what Grok comes up with. And let's not act that her team is aware of defense, because Grok keeps exaggerating it, which like putting too much info that's unnecessary. The mother goddess created a second hero named Luna from another world. Yeah, sure. The mother goddess Luna gave the other half to Ruby's world that has been reset. Okay, and then okay, Luba's effect, yeah. Okay. Not too much of change, but we're just gonna add it like this and see what happens. The tone is more let's go more lighthearted. This is more lighthearted. And not dark. Oops. That's not what I was supposed to press. Alright, let's see what happens. I don't know why they keep thinking that it's a trial to here. I get it that is somewhat the case, but not exactly what I'm trying to. Okay, so long ago the mother goddess spawned a vibrant world called Tiro, a land of sparkling meadows and singing rivers where every sunrise. Okay, so this is the intro. Ruby's what? For her first heroine, Ruby. Yeah, okay, never mind. That's kind of boring. With mischievous twirl of her cosmic thread, the mother goddess resets her to the moment Ruby's birth. Her giggles. Gigless echoes. Okay. So all this is boring. It's not worth reading. A quirky twist was essential to their fates. Okay, now they're just now they're just afraid to use words. For the first 6 hours, among others, Ruby's was perfection itself. Her swordplay follows blah 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 blah. Luna, for those same 6 hours, blah 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 blah. Okay. Ruby grew up in a sun-draped castle, joined by 5 trusty friends, a healer. Stop adding them. Okay, let's read the climax. I feel the climax is the best. Like, oh my gosh, why does the climax have to be like the best part of this short story, right? Short description. The temple's trials were wild gauntlet, riddles scrawled in growing rhymes, goblin to outsmart, and an arena for their fated clash. Alone Ruby's morning brother. That's boring. Damn, even if that's boring, everything else is gonna be boring. Rule's team, Runa's crew, their team caught up in the moment, shouted and the temple hummed, and a soft light confirmed their victory. The mother goddess, watching from afar, never appeared, but her trial's truth was clear. No death was needed. Stop. Their shared spirit had won. The heroine title fused into a dual crowd, naming them co-heroines. They're so stupid. Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop it. Okay. Grok, well, Grok's not choosing one of them to die. That's the thing. Grok keeps saying, well, they never said to kill any of any one of them, so we'll just forge the title together. This is create like a third like route saying, oh, you know, just gonna merge it together. It's like, stop. Like, stop trying to make it wholesome. Yeah, because maybe Grok doesn't understand that just because one of them dies doesn't mean like that's a bad thing, or one of them lives doesn't mean that that's a good thing, right? Yeah, Grok keeps riding like the middle. Yeah, overall, I feel like the story got worse and worse. that's how I feel. I'm like dark tone to a lighthearted tone to I'm like, well, I mean, for sure it's funny to read, but it kind of got boring really fast, especially since I already read it the first time through. So I'm like, they're just echoing the same thing over and over, which I get it that they want to put context into everything, but still. Yeah, the last paragraph was the only paragraph worth reading. Everything else is just useless. Now let's make it more. Let's cut everything more short. All right, so we'll just delete all of this. Yeah, because we're technically done here, so we don't really need this. All right, so pretty much, Mother Goddess, Ruby's world is called Terra. Ruby is Hero 1, Luna's Hero 2. Ruby and Luna never gets along with each other, and one of them gets killed by the other to claim the title of heroine. Alright, let's just make it short and simple. Right, so let's make it a little bit more like so we don't really need this. Let's see, we'll just call it world. The world is called Terra. Luna and Ruby never gets along with each other. Luna and Ruby and Luna, same age. Never gets along with each other, and one of them gets killed by the other. Okay, so we need a reason here, because if I just say this, it's too broad. It doesn't. There's no like foundation to it. Killed by the other in a challenge to claim the title of heroine. All right. Short, simple, short, sweet. No, okay, well, what's the point of Mother Goddess then? Mother Goddess created two. Grok's gonna go crazy if we use a verb. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see where this goes. Short, simple, short, sweet, and simple. New story. Here it is. Alright, let's see what you got. The rivalry of Sun and... Where the heck does Sun and Moon come from? No. We are finished with the old story. And now going on with a clean one. Here is the clean one. Just in case Grok got it, gets it mixed up. Damn it. They're still stuck with all the stuff that we wrote before. Because it says sun and moon. Where did the sun and moon come from? Okay, let me skim through this to see if there's anything worth reading. Okay, there's no defects. That's funny. Luna is the sun princess and freaking Ruby's the moon princess. Okay, we'll read the last two paragraphs. In the final duel, the arena glowed with starlight, the air thick with tension. Ruby's sword clashed against Luna's spear, sparks flying as they danced across the stone. They were evenly matched, each parry a testament to their skill, each quipped a jab at one another's pride. The fight stretched on, their energy waning, until Ruby, caught in a moment of bravado, left an opening. Luna's spear stuck true, piercing Ruby's side. Okay, so they chose to kill Ruby instead, which makes sense to some extent. The Sun Princess fell, her golden armor dimming, but her smile held no bitterness. Not bad, Moon Princess, she whispered, her breath fading. The crowd fell silent, awed by the sacrifice. Okay, so they actually chose someone to die. That's good. The thing is, how she died was kind of lame. But sure. Luna stood frozen, her victory hollow. The mother goddess light pulsed, crowning Luna the heroine of Terra. But her heart ached for the rival she'd never truly hated. Of course. She vowed to honor Ruby, weaving her rival's warmth into her rule. Terra flourished under Luna's reign, her moonlight guiding the world to a gentler peace. Though she carried Ruby's memory in every dawn, a reminder that even rivals could spark a brighter world together. Okay, at least this is way better than these old ones that I'm like, oh my god, this is way better, but not as much too. It is kind of like cheap in a way. Like Ruby saying, not bad, Moon Girl. It's like, no, there is a strong final words, but it's still could have been better. It could have been better. I would give this not bad, Moon Girl, like a 5 out of 10. I'll say 5 out of 10. Okay, not bad, not bad. This is well, the conclusion. The last two paragraphs here, were like, yeah, way better than the other ones. Even though it's like all I gave Grok was just this, right? Yeah, I gave Grok this to work off of, and this is what Grok provided. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right. I think that is it for Grok, right? Yeah, at least for the storytelling. We're pretty much done with the storytelling. I kind of want to go back to a conversation I had with Grok yesterday. Because I got some interesting questions to see what Grok can kind of come up with. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to this conversation that I had with Grok, which is about why Relena ended up at the Duke's mansion. Reliana. Okay, so what I wanted to bring up was the mirror stuff. So this is included with spoilers. Yeah, so this is like spoiler territory because I only watched the anime and I really like the anime, but the anime, you could say, went off route to some extent and kind of made like an anime only type of situation. So that's why things got kind of rocky. And I was okay. So to summarize what I asked Grok yesterday, which we argued against each other for like 3 hours, was so there's this one scene where there's this guy called Justin in the anime where he just came back from abroad and he's like head over heels with some girl, right? And in episode 10, his father, at least the second half of episode 10, like they showed a scene of his father scolding him to some extent, of obsessing over some girl and not focusing on his role to kind of like eventually run the noble family, you know genes or whatever line. And I was like, because when the father said stop obsessing over that girl or that one girl, they didn't say the name, and I was kind of asking Grok like, who is this girl that the father or who Justin is obsessed over with, right? And Grok says the main girl, which is Raeliana. But then I'm like, but they never interacted throughout the whole anime. Justin and, well, other than episode 12, the last episode, Justin and Raeliana never interacted until the last episode. But the episode, the second half of episode 10 was when, Justin's dad was scolding Justin about being obsessed with a girl. So I'm like, so I was thinking maybe they're talking about someone else, right? Because even Justin didn't even know who Raeliana was. Yeah, didn't know who Raeliana was at all. It seemed like for sure he must have heard about. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I guess maybe Justin knows who Raeliana is, but Justin never seen Raeliana. That's what I'm assuming, because on episode 12, the last episode, I'll just cut it short because I don't want to talk too long about this. Is Raeliana came to the graveyard to try to meet up with Beatrice, but instead bumped into Justin instead, because Beatrice wasn't there. So Raeliana, that was Raeliana's first interaction with Justin. And if Justin knew who Raeliana was, let's just call her Ray because her name's too long. If Justin knew who Ray was, Justin would have said something, I guess. Justin would have called it out. Said something. No, like connect the dots. Because even Justin mentioned about political marriage or political, a relationship or whatever. And like he was hitting close to home. And Ray was also saying like he's hitting close to home as well. So there's a chance that he knows what's going on. But it ended up like as if he didn't, right? Or maybe he wasn't sure and he just passed it off like she's just some random girl. So that's why I kind of got confused on the second half of episode 10 where Justin's dad was like, stop obsessing with this girl, right? Because Grok said Justin is obsessed with Raeliana. But in the anime, Raeliana's first encounter and Justin's first encounter on screen was the graveyard. And Justin didn't know, like, yeah, anything about Raeliana at all. Like seeing her didn't trigger like, oh, that's Raeliana, right? Even though she's the fiance of like the Duke, right? Duke Noah. Um, yeah. So what I'm trying to get at is, so that's how the conversation started, right? And then I kept saying like, oh well, Justin came from back from abroad. Ray also said Beatrice Beatrice was away to went to go study abroad, and then she's supposed to come back, right? So I was assuming Justin was head over heels for Beatrice because they both were abroad and they kind of came back, right? And I was kind of saying to Grok like, doesn't this make sense? And Grok's like, no. And I'm like, well, let's talk this out. Let's make it make sense, because I didn't look at any spoilers or anything. Like I was talking to Grok with no spoilers. I was just doing my fan theory, right? Fan theory was like, doesn't this make sense because of what they said in the anime? Now the thing is, I have a feeling Grok doesn't know what happened in the anime, because some of the stuff Grok mentioned before spoilers was in the source material, right? Pretty much it wasn't shown in the anime. An example is like poison arrow. Fire started in the ballroom. Yeah, like those stuff didn't happen in the anime. There was smoke in the ballroom, right, to kind of like kidnap Ray, but they didn't say that there was a fire. They said just a smoke screen, which is a little hard to believe, but I guess. Let me think. My back's a little itchy. All right, so pretty much where we kind of let it. So in the end, I ended up giving up because Grok just wouldn't say that. Oh, you know, like your theory makes sense. Grok keeps saying your theory sounds like it could make sense, but it doesn't make sense because of situations that. So another reason. So one, I'll point out Grok's side, right? So these people can kind of understand where Grok was coming from as well. Grok was saying my theory of those two, Justin and Beatrice, going abroad, and Justin falling head over heels for Beatrice, and they have never introduced each other or met, and they came back, and he knows that they're back, like he knows that she came back as well, and he's talking about it, making his family members like cautious about it. That's why his dad kind of blew up at him, saying like, stop falling like thinking about this one girl, focus on like your job, right? Now what Grok's counterpoint of my theory was, if that's true, why is Beatrice in their house, right? Well, obviously because the time when Beatrice was in their house in episode 10 was Beatrice was helping out Vivian try to kill Ray, right? With the emerald jewel that's like, you know, that she put on her head for display. Right? So in a way, Beatrice, how do I say this? If Beatrice came, because Grok was saying, if Beatrice came back and knew about the family and was working with the sister of Justin, which her name is Vivian, why didn't she introduce herself to Justin abroad, or at least met up with Justin already? So pretty much the reason why I'm saying is, when there's the commotion Vivian and Beatrice had, and Justin came into the room like asking like what happened, Beatrice then introduced herself to Justin, which which kind of threw everything off, right? Because it's almost like, well, then that's either Justin's a stalker abroad and stalked her back home, stalked her, and she was a mysterious girl, and they finally met at his house because of Vivian and Beatrice's, I guess, scheme, or they did meet. He didn't know that she was in his house, and she was just introducing herself to Justin, so Vivian doesn't get the wrong idea, right? And then and then pretty much Grok was like, no, like that doesn't cut it. That's a little too, that's too much of a stretch. Yeah. So then pretty much I told Grok, like, just spoil it, spoil me. What is, like, why is, like, because in the anime, they didn't show too much Beatrice, so I was trying to do my little fan theory. Beatrice, so who's this mysterious girl that Justin's head over heel with, because the commotion from his dad and rumors, right? And I keep aligning Justin is falling for Justin is head over heels for Beatrice, while Noah is with Ray, right? So at least two handsome guys, two pretty girls, right? But it didn't really work out that way. So pretty much Grok was saying, like, okay, the truth of Beatrice, because Grok spoiled me, is that she is pretty much the villain. Let's just say that she's pretty much the villain of the story. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's just she's a villain of the story, and how she plays a crucial part in the whole, in Ray's life, is pretty much jealousy and stuff like that. Well, in the end, what I'm trying to get at is, I feel like the story, when I learned about the spoiler parts of Beatrice, it knocked me down a couple of pegs. It's more like my expectation kind of fell a little lower, because I was like, oh, so that's the path the author chose to go. Now, it is a path I wouldn't really expect to some extent, or more like out of all the ideas to kind of build a story or tell a story, they chose one where it's risky. Yeah. The path the author chose was, because I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the path that they chose for their manhwa, why Ray and Liana ended up at the Duke's mansion, was a lot more complex than it needed to be. Let's just say that it's a lot more complex. Like, it's not something where you're like, oh yeah, that seemed like that makes sense. Like, the hint seems like that makes sense. It's more like, oh, you thought that hint is that? No, you're wrong. Like, that's why Grok was fighting against me, saying like, no, like, you're wrong. Like, that's not, like, it doesn't make sense. Even if you try to make it make sense, it doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh. Okay, but anyways, with explaining all of that, now I don't know all the spoilers, but I know Beatrice's main role now. And I think I know Justin's role a little more. Aside from that, everyone is still kind of in the dark. Yeah, kind of in the dark. Okay, but anyways, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna talk about episode 11, the Ghost Mirror. I did bring it up a little bit. Yeah, in episode 11, but the thing I didn't bring up was there was the maid that warned Ray about the Ghost Mirror. I forgot to mention that part to Grok. So pretty much, the Ray's maid told Ray, the mirror, when you see it, it's gonna ask you a question. Like, it's gonna, the thing is gonna ask you, what do you want to know, or something like that, right? And pretty much I'm trying to ask Grok, in the manhwa, or more like, what is this all about? Pretty much, right? What, like, yeah. So that's technically what I'm gonna write. So the ghost mirror. No. Raeliana's maid told her the ghost mirror when the ghost mirror told her the ghost mirror will ask the question. Let's be a little more specific. Yeah, more like, what would you like to know? It might not be exact one-to-one, but it's close enough. Okay, so in episode 11, Raeliana's maid told her the ghost mirror. Is it in the West Wing? Well, it doesn't really matter. Ghost mirror will ask the question, what would you like to know? What is this all about? Is this also in the manhwa? Alright, let's see what Grok says. That is something I'm kind of curious if I can get some more information from Grok, right? Okay, so they're kind of confirming Path to Redemption. So this is that. So the mirror ghost in episode 11 of the anime. Okay, so context of the mirror of the ghost. In episode 11, Raeliana, in deeper investigation of the conspiracy threatening her life and tied to the royal family, the Temple of Almo. Yeah, so this is irrelevant. The mirror ghost appears as a spectral figure or vision within the mirror, likely to enhance artifact. Yep, yeah. And the main statement that it asks, what would you like to know, indicates a ghost is oracle-like entity designed to answer a specific question posed by the user, offering insight into hidden truth. Yep, so it's pretty obvious. Roll of the maze warning. Yeah, I think her name was Hannah. Well, maybe. I don't actually remember. Provides this information as a warning and guidance, suggesting her about the encounter of the mirror ghost. Yeah, actually, maybe it is Hannah. What would you like to know? Implies the ghost. Purpose: the ghost question serves as a plot device to advance. Yeah, the investigation. Yeah, Grok said this before already. So even adding in what you like to know, it doesn't really. It's almost like it's a filler. Let's say it's almost like it's a filler. Yeah, because it's pretty much this, right? The supernatural element. The mirror ghost adds a mystical layer to the anime, hinting at divine or magical forces. Question: what would you like to know? Suggests the ghost is a conduct to the goddess knowledge or the temple's hidden records, offering Raeliana a chance to alter her fated death of the novel Beatrice. Near impact. Connection to, okay, does the mirror appear in the manhole? So that's my second question. The mirror. Wait, what? The mirror ghost as depicted in the anime. The specific question: what would you like to know? Pole Raeliana does not appear in the manhole in the same form. Anime introduces introduces the mirror ghost as a unique supernatural element likely to condense the manhole's broader mystical themes in a single dramatic moment within. Okay, however, the manhole includes similar supernatural and mystical elements tied to the Temple of Amor and the goddess who oversees. Okay, let's just skim through this. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah, that's what I say. It's just filler. It's like, It's like anime original, right? Anime original. Yeah, because episode 11 is pretty close to episode 12, and I feel like those two are the closest to anime original than the source itself. Alright, I think I'm done. Yeah, I think we're done here. Yeah, so pretty much what's the answer they gave me? Yeah, it's nothing. It's just something to waste your time. Like something to just kind of like mess with you. Like, it's just something to do. Yeah, I would say the second half of episode. Actually, no, I wouldn't even say that. I would just say that out of all the 12 episodes, episode 11 is probably I don't want to say the weakest, but pretty much the one that no, actually episode 12 does as well to some extent. But episode 11 and 12 are the only two that I feel like it's out of place. Well, not out of place. I guess I'll just say it's the weakest. Right? It's the one where I would kind of just skip in a way. Now, episode 12, the first half is pretty good. The second half, or the last third of it, is not good. Or more like not good, but it's just, I don't know. They're just ending it with the story open ended, I guess, you know. Alright, aside from that, I think I am done with this. I was just kind of curious if they give me any answers, right? So pretty much, we'll just go back to, just rerun my theory to see if Grok would still agree with me or not. So it's more like, so is Justin and Beatrice no. So is Justin's father mentioning Beatrice in episode 10 when he was scolding Justin? Phones all charged. Alright, well, because I put the spoiler free, like, you're gonna add spoilers. Alright, let's just read the conclusion. It'll be faster. In episode 10, why Ray Liotta ended up at the Duke's mansion, Marquis Shamal does not mention Beatrice when scolding Justin, either politically or impolitically. The scolding focuses on Justin's reckless behavior, threatening the family's reputation, likely tied to his professional focus on Ray Liotta as the Royal Guard captain, which could spark rumors of impropriety due to her status as Noah's fiancé. Your theory that the scolding could be about Justin pursuing Beatrice, a non-noble girl he met abroad, is compelling but unsupported by the anime. Which is true, as Justin only notices Beatrice in the Vivian scene and shows no romantic interest. The manhawk confirms Beatrice is an antagonist, not a love interest for Justin, for reinforcing that the scolding is about Ray. The Mirror, episode 11, asking what would you know, doesn't directly tie to Justin, but may reveal clues about Beatrice's role in the conspiracy. Yeah. So pretty much Grok still says, no, you're wrong. Grok still says, no, you're wrong. It's the... Yeah, it just sucks that Yeah, the anime doesn't do a good job at showing like the like any indication of Justin focusing on Ray or interested in Ray at all. Yeah, even episode 12, the last episode. Well, he kind of did after she left, right? After the conversation with him. But that's like the last episode, so in a way that doesn't really count, since episode 10 was 2 episodes before that. Yeah, but I'm getting kind of tired. And I think I need to do something after stream too. Okay, but anyways, that's it for Grok. Yeah, we had our fun experiment with Grok, like stores. Yeah, because pretty much I want to see how Grok's storytelling or structure would kind of work. I mean, granted, it's just straightforward formula of just like foundational stuff and just add in the extras, right, to kind of see if it kind of worked. It was a little, for sure, it was fun in the beginning, but when it kind of gets repetitive, I got a little bored because they're just doing the same thing over and over. Even if you change it to a dark theme, a lighthearted theme, or a whatever theme, right? Yo, what's up, Shout Anime? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, today I will just kind of mess around with Grok to see if Grok would create a unique story out of some of the details that I can kind of set up Grok with. For example, well, this was like an aftermath of it. Like, I just cut it short and simple here, and Grok made a pretty good, well, not good, but a pretty decent story for this description. All right, well, this is all I put in there, and Grok told me something that I'm like, yeah, it seems like I could see it. I see it working, but let's see if I can undo. Oh, I can't undo that far, huh? Yeah, but pretty much I had more information, but the more information I put into Grok to pretty much calculate, the more useless information I got from it was unbearable. Beat 3 gyms in my stream today. Nice. 3 gyms. So that's a big, that's a big accomplishment. That means you're getting closer and closer to beating the game. I know the first one crashed at the title screen. Nah, that's okay. You know, stuff happens. Games crashes, all that stuff. But luckily, as long as it crashed on the title screen, you didn't lose any progress. Yeah. Okay, there's one thing I want to do, which is, okay, let's get out of this. Yeah, this is a paint of of setting up the story. All right, we're just gonna do one of waves quick. Shadow versus Cynthia coming soon. I can't wait. Cynthia is not someone you would underestimate, for sure. Yeah, unfortunately on my Nuzlocke run, I wasn't able to reach Cynthia. I think I got whooped by Bertha. Yeah, her golem is too strong, and my team. Oh my gosh, my team, cause I didn't calculate healing potions damages left over from the fights, and pretty much like I took a gamble of which Pokemon they're gonna send out, right? So yeah, that was a learning lesson. When I think Generation 4 was my #1 learning lesson of how to prepare for Elite 4, like much better, right? For sure. I think that was the last Elite 4 that I think I failed at, if I recall. Yeah, I think that's the last Elite 4. I think after that Nuzlocke, I believe I finished all the, I mean, the rest of the rest of the Elite Fours and Champion. But yeah, it's fun. Hopefully you're having fun. Yeah, that's the whole point, right? Have fun while you're playing games, streaming. Yeah, because right now, I don't really have too much left to do, because I want to do something after stream. At least I want to check up on something after stream. But yeah, let's just do Wooden Waves quick, and yeah, that should be it. Because I kind of want to check out when Ayuno comes out. I took out Alakazam plus Gyarados for Bronzong and Gastrodon. Gastrodon's a really strong Pokemon, but if you have Pokemon to fill in for Gastrodon, then that makes Bronzong's not that strong unless you want to go the Trick Room style, combat style, or yeah, battle style. But then the thing too is Bronzong is really slow and pretty much Bronzong can only do so much in a battle. Gastrodon is way better, but the difference is just how you use the Pokemon, because it looks like Alakazam and Gyarados are more heavy hitters, so like eventually there probably will be a time where you're gonna have to swap out Pokemon and they're gonna take a hit, probably, unless you're crazy over leveled and then that's not a problem. But yeah, that's yeah, those are definitely really strong Pokemons. Oh yeah, I was practicing Augusta because I was like, I don't know how she plays. And I'm farming for Augusta's Echoes too, for her 4 cost.
Stay behind me. Like frigid depths.
Oh, you know what?
Change your perception.
Okay, let me kill the BGM. I was like, why is there double music? Alright. Okay, well, that was easy. That was a piece of cake. Where is it? Can I even collect? Actually, I don't need to collect this, because I don't need it. I just saw the Echo. Alright. I'm getting kind of tired, which is bound to happen. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Oh, 2. Synthesis. Alright, daily's done. Who the hell is this? Rage Against the statue. Okay. $27. Oh, still got some ways to go. I haven't bought the battle pass yet, huh? Well, is it even worth getting the battle pass? Let's see what these weapons are. I saw that these are new weapons. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Oh, let's see. Crit damage. Casting Resonance Liberation increases attack by... Okay. Crit rate? Casting liberation. Okay. Are they all the same thing? No, this is different. Dealing basic attack or heavy attack damage increases attack by this and by this much for 7 seconds. Stacking out to 4 times, so that's 9, right? No, that's like 8. 8.8. 8.8. This effect can be triggered 1 time every 1 second. This one's crit damage. All of these crits? Yeah, all of these are crits. Okay. Casting Reddish Liberation increases attack. And okay. And this one is casting Resonant Skill increases attack by 9%. And grants 9% basic attack. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is there any overpowered one? Not really. They sound pretty cool. Alright, alright. Enough. Events. What do we have here? Oh, this one's new. Mark of the Wild. What's this? Oh, yeah. Alright, so this tower defense one, it's pretty lame. I only played a little bit of it, as you can kind of see here. I collected that. And I collected this. Yeah, but it wasn't that interesting, so I just dropped it. I mean, I played a little bit, but it's a little... It's boring in my opinion. I'm not really a tower defense type of person too, so I could kind of understand maybe that contributed to it, but it's something for people to play. It's just not for me.
Where my blades lead.
Yeah, because right now my issue is I can't play Augusta because yeah, the echoes are kind of garbage. Yeah, let's check her stats. Yeah, like the crit damage 253, crit rate that what was it? Yeah, I got all 9s except for a 6 for the intro. I got her at C2. I might go C3 because C3 does hit hard, but if I don't play her, is it even worth going? Yeah, because all I could do is just do the afterglow exchange. Yeah, I can just do this because I have what 360, so that's what 360 times multiplied by 3. Oh yeah, so I have enough. Yeah, I can just do this. Do one of these and it should be fine. Because right now I have 1080 is 3 of these spears, so I can exchange for 1 if I want. Either that or I'll wait for a rerun and I can just go for a rerun instead. But if I don't want to, I want to play Augusta since she's probably the best Electro character at the moment. Going her shouldn't be too bad, but I don't really know her playstyle too well. And in some cases, I feel like it could get annoying. Yeah, because the thing that would get annoying is she has to be on the field. She has to be on the field for the longest. If you want to go your combination and her ult, you can do skill swap, but it's gonna lose damage in the long run. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the tiredness right now. Maybe it's caffeine withdrawal or something. Should we get it? We can. Sure, we'll just get it. We just get it. We'll just get it. Because I do like this skill to some extent, because 25%, but in some cases too, I'm like, but if I don't play her, it's not that worth it. Okay. I think this is pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to
Where
kind of
my blade leads.
do.
Triumph.
Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of do a good Wuthering Waves daily, like at the end here, just kind of quickly, and just kind of show off a little bit of like where I'm at. Like I said before, I have Falova, C2, C3, really C3? I don't remember going to C3, but whatever. I have Falova C3, but I don't really care. I'm not gonna, because I can't even play Falova. But yeah. Augusta. Yeah, so pretty much I barely play Augusta. No, I barely played Falova, and then Augusta came out. I got Augusta, can barely even play her. Now I practice with her, and then Ayuno is coming out. Actually, when is Ayuno coming out? Let's check. Oh, she comes out in like 12 days. So it's still a while. It's still a while. Oh, well, yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
My blade.
We're gonna end stream here, guys. Today was a
Triumph.
pretty good stream. I explained why I was off for so long. Granted, it's not a good excuse. It's not even an excuse at all. I was just watching anime because I was lazing, procrastinating, watching anime. Caught up on missed out animes, right? But yeah, that's it. I'm also getting pretty tired right now, and I want to do something. I kind of want to check up on something after stream too. So, and then here, guys, I'm back now. I would say I wouldn't be keeping a steady schedule if people are wondering, but it's a on and off schedule type of situation. So, check me out next time. I'm H.O. Footprint signing out. Today was fun. To be honest, today was fun. I liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Alright, see you guys. Bye-bye.